I think that social isolation is possibly the biggest problem that faces Australian communities. It can affect people from all walks of life, and it can manifest in many different ways. Shared reading is a social movement that's based on a model started in the UK by the Reader organisation, which brings people together to read out loud and discuss great literature and poetry. Simple as that sounds, we're finding that it drastically reduces social isolation and it improves emotional health and well-being for participants.
Yeah, I went for an interview a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't think I'd actually be able to talk as much as I did, but I was actually very chatty. And I think it was the reading group that actually helped with that.
It gives us like a sense of camaraderie.
It's free. It's a free environment. It's very inclusive, so it includes everybody. There's no one that's excluded in shared reading.
It's not about the right or wrong answer, but it's about what people find beautiful in a story, what they connect to, what they pick up from it.
Because we don't judge each other and become more comfortable and like share our ideas and our experiences.
So what we do at the Shared Reading Group, we get together with our community members and we have a short story and a poem that we read aloud. Me as a facilitator, I start reading the short story, and then as we go along, people who do want to join in and read aloud, they do. If not, they're just welcome to sit and hear others read, and we just share our thoughts and impressions and reflections, and yep.
What I found with books, the group love it. I'm a senior case manager and I've been doing this type of work for years. And I'm always looking for ways of helping my clients move forward. So I see shared reading as empowering people. I've actually seen it working within the group.
You know, a lot of people here can be quite isolated. So having shared reading is really, really important. I can't stress enough, because people make new connections that they wouldn't have been able to if shared reading wasn't there.
Unfortunately, I never went to school. I had a bit of a half background. And I didn't learn to read until I was about 8 or 9. My brother taught me.
Sharing these stories, it's what we do, and we have the potential to grow in this.
You know, somebody's got to care. Somebody's got to make a difference out there. And I see shared reading as making that difference for my mental health patients.
A lot of people in my demographics don't necessarily know how to read or write, but they can listen and understand.
You know, for one reason or another, I'm not going to be around forever. And I said, I'd love to know that there is something in our community where I can refer you on. You've developed enough in our group, and we can't run it forever. So then I'd have somewhere to refer them on to, and they want that. So I think there is a big need for that.
The isolation enemy seems big, but the tools to get over it can be very simple, just as people getting together and reading a book.
I like coming here. It gets me out of the house, and I've made friends, which I never had. I don't really have that many, so Jeffrey and the others, it's good.
But you're never too late to enjoy this sort of thing.
We know that social isolation is a massive problem in Australian communities. We know that shared reading is working. We know that our facilitators are out there doing the best they can with the resources they have. It's clear to us, though, that the next step is to create a shared reading centre that gives us a physical presence in the community. A centre means bringing our facilitators together for training and development. It means growing our services. It means offering a safe and friendly space for people to experience the benefits of shared reading. And it will give us the continuity and the revenue that we need to do the best work that we possibly can.
One of the many exciting things about Shared Reading New South Wales is that it's a social enterprise. We want to run on our own steam, and we want to be free of charity and funding models that bring with it lots of constraints. We want to be able to do what we do best to help the people that need our help in the way that we want to do it. All we need is your help to get us started.